We are live once again on the Aggie PrideCast. I am your host, Brian Holloway, and today my special guest is men's head basketball coach, Philip Shumpert. He coached his first Division I game on Monday and won, so that's always good when you start out with a dub. Coach, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Doing great up here in Iowa. Raining a little bit, getting ready for two big games this weekend.
That's right. North Carolina A&T on the road. They'll play the Iowa Hawkeyes on Friday and then turn around on Sunday and play Iowa State. So they are up there in Iowa, a little hour behind us, but they are ready to go. They're 1-0 on the season. And, Coach, before we kind of get started, 17 three-pointers, man. That's a lot of threes to knock through the basket. 161 win over Edward Waters. What was your thoughts on that game?
I thought we shot the ball extremely well. I thought we went out and addressed some critical needs, such as shooting the basketball. And when the lights came on, the guys were actually able to, knock down some shots. So it was good to see those guys hit shots. Hopefully we can continue to, hit three-point shots. We got a plethora of great shooters on our team this year. So I was excited. To see that.
It's always good when you got a plethora, man. That's
We had like three. We got about 4 or 5 guys can knock down the three ball on a consistent basis. And I think that helps us spread the flow out so we can get some other things done.
Yeah, man, you got a little baller, man. I know it's early, but Cam Woods, man, he's shaking bait, put it in your face, knock it down, man. I mean, he's fun to watch from what people have been telling me.
Yeah, he's a good one, man. He's coming off a Northwest Florida team that won a national championship. He averaged 10 as a freshman at Troy, and he won a couple state championships in high school. So he had come from a winning pedigree. Scored over 4,000 points in high school in Alabama. Really, really knows how to put the ball in the basket. I thought he did a tremendous job on the defensive end as well Monday night. So, we're excited to have him. We're fortunate to be able to get him here in an A&T uniform.
No question about it, man. He sounds like quite a steal. No question about it. We'll get into some other players as we go on. But first, let's get to know Philip Shumpert. He is the new men's basketball coach here at North Carolina A&T on an interim basis right now. But, Coach, you have quite the journey to get to North Carolina A&T. So kind of describe how you got to this moment. Where did you play college basketball?
I played. I finished at Albany State University under Coach Oliver Jones. Before then, I went to John C. Calhoun, Alabama, a community college in Decatur, Alabama. That's basketball-wise. And then I played at Itawamba Community College. So I went to like 3 schools, went to 2 junior community colleges, and finished at Albany State.
So you were transfer portal before it was
Yeah. I might have been one of the innovators of the transfer portal.
No question about it. How did you get into coaching?
Well, I started out AAU, and my first opportunity was a high school girls job at Columbia High School in Georgia. I was fortunate enough to coach. I don't know if y'all familiar, from MEAC, being in the MEAC, Sadia Dole, who played at Howard University.
Yeah.
She was a big time player in the MEAC. Got an opportunity to coach her 10th grade year, and from there I got a college opportunity at Lawson State Community College with one of my old junior college coach, and then I went to West Alabama, and then I was fortunate enough to come back as the head coach at Lawson State. So as soon as I got in college, within a couple of years, I was able to get a head job, and we were very successful at Lawson State. And from there, I moved on to Southern Polytech, and they shut the program down with them combining with Kennesaw State. And then I was off to Jackson State for a couple of years. And then after that, I went back to Lawson State. I must have did a decent job. They invited me back, so I was back for a year. And coached after that, coached high school for a couple of years. And I've been at A&T ever since for going into my 4th year.
So when you found out you were going to be the head coach, when you found out, first of all, what was your reaction? I first want to find out what your reaction was before I ask the next question.
Well, it was a bit of a shock, going into the season. We had everything in place and what we was going to do, and then to get the initial news, it was a initial shock, and then I had to get myself back to reality, and then be ready to make adjustments and be able to be there for these guys, going through such a critical period. In a coaching change right as school started. So just kind of hit the ground running, man. That had to tweak some things that we did. We had a great 3 years, great philosophy and things that we were doing. We just wanted to tweak some things that we thought we could improve upon in order for us to be successful this year.
It does sound like you were kind of overwhelmed by the opportunity, because you had been a head coach before, like you had been at Lawson. So it wasn't Division I, but you were kind of like, I know what this is. It's basketball, so it probably didn't overwhelm you to know that you're going to be the head coach.
No, because when I got the job at Lawson State, I got the job in August, just like I got the job here. So I had to, quickly make adjustments and get everything together for the upcoming season, just like we had to do here at A&T. So that's the second time this has happened, into coming into an interim situation in the month of August.
Talk about a little bit about what this opportunity, means to you. North Carolina A&T is now in the Colonial Athletic Association, one of the better mid-majors in the country. And so now you're not only on the Division I level, pretty high Division I level. So talk about what this opportunity means for you.
It's a blessing. For me to, get an opportunity like this at the number one, HBCU in the country, the largest HBCU in the country, and one of the highest level HBCUs in the country, and going into the CAA. So it's been a joyous blessing for me to get an opportunity to represent North Carolina A&T as a head coach this year, and it's just a great feeling, of all the years of hard work, and to get an opportunity is just such a blessing.
Now, has your hotel room improved a little bit? Now you get the better...
Yeah, it's upgraded a little bit. The hotel upgraded a little bit. Things are a little bit different now. What I'm saying? I was a part of a lot of this travel, these travel arrangements just a few months ago. Now things are kind of set up, for me to flow right on into a room. So. That's been good.
They take the perks while you can get them. I hear you.
Yes. Yeah.
Talk about the conversation you had with the kids. It had to be an adjustment for them as well. Like you said, you were a month or two maybe before you going into the season. Certainly you guys have been doing summer workouts. Yeah. The routine had started. And so talk about a little bit about the conversation you had with some of the young men, and to get them to kind of adjust to the transition that was happening.
Well, one of the first things when it was announced, I called each individual player, talked with them, and told them we would meet individually the next week. So I brought each and every player in the next week, told them my expectations and what I expect out of them in order for us to be successful for this upcoming year. So, recruiting a lot of those guys really, really helped the transition. Having a great relationship with a lot of those guys. And, even the guys I didn't recruit, just having building a relationship with all of them through various things that we had to do in order for them to get in school and things of that nature. So the process with the players was really, really kind of seamless. It was really, really good. It was really surprisingly, because you had time to get in the transfer portal. It was a guy put his name in the portal last week. You know, two guys that already transferred, to another place. So you had opportunity. The guys had opportunity to, use other options, but and they had options, but they chose to stick here at A&T and give me an opportunity to coach them. So that made the transition with the guys pretty seamless.
We're here with head men's basketball coach Philip Shumpert. The Aggies are 1-0 on the season. They have the Iowa Hawkeyes on Friday, and then Iowa State coming up on Sunday. Hey, Coach, tell us a little bit about your coaching philosophy. Kind of how you want to approach the game from a defensive standpoint and from an offensive standpoint. You said there were little tweaks that you made here and there. You were pretty much happy with the system that had been put in place. But talk a little bit about your philosophy a little bit.
Well, we're playing more man-to-man defense, this year. We played man-to-man in the previous years, but our main focus is our man-to-man defense, and we, still play zone press occasionally, but our focus is hard-nosed man-to-man defense, and that's what we've been trying to instill in these guys throughout up until this season, and continue to do each and every day. So, our defensive philosophy has changed in that sense. I think last year, we mixed man and a lot of zones together, but our focus is more man-to-man based than zone based this year.
Is that because of person? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say offensively, our goal, I've always played inside out, but as we had to make some adjustments because we had one major injury with Will Felton being out for the season, who was a big time post player for us that we expected to contribute and do a big things inside for us. And Harry Maurice is out right now. Hopefully temporarily. So we had kind of make some adjustments. We got some great perimeter play, and still got two to three good post players. So we had to pick up the pace a little bit. Had to speed it up. Like I said, we shoot the ball really well. Really well. And so the combination as we move on, we want to be able to get the ball inside more and going inside out, so we can be a threat all over the floor.
Outstanding. Let Cam shoot it until he cools down a little bit. We just want to see him shoot that thing. Yeah, you had a pretty good night shooting the basketball as well. I wanted to ask you about the change in defense. Is that personnel wise, or is that just because of the philosophy has changed with a different head coach in terms of just going that man to man?
I've always been a hardcore man to man guy. Like I said, we'll run zones and press and things of that nature. But our primary defense will be man to man. That's been a philosophy of mine ever since I had the opportunity to be
here with Philip Shumpert. Hope to get him back. Do we have him?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, a little glitch there out there in Iowa. It's raining out there too, is it, Coach?
Yeah, it's raining. I'm looking out the window now. It's raining a little bit. We got here. It was like 70 degrees. I think tonight it's going to go down to 38 with a low of 15 for the rest of the way.
Welcome to Iowa, folks. Welcome to Iowa. Yeah, no question about it. Let's talk a little bit about personnel. We talked about Cam Woods a little bit. One of the big guns that you have back in your holster is Marcus Watson. Had a huge Big South tournament last season, really kind of brought it together. And then you have Demetric Wharton. So you have your two top leading scorers back with you. How big is that for you guys?
It's huge. It's huge to have a two top leading scorers, and they were our top returning rebounders. Those guys have came out and been a big time surprise for us as far as leadership wise, and just trying to do all the right things that I asked them to do and buying in to our philosophy. It was big for them to definitely buy into what we were trying to do. Coming back as the two leading scorers, so they've been great. They've been really good and valuable to what we're trying to do. Demetric defensively has improved tremendously. I think he had 5 threes the other night, but his defense was outstanding. Marcus Watson has been really, really good. He's became more of a leader, a little more vocal. Just seems like he's really enjoying playing basketball right now. And if we can keep him in that mode right there, well, I think we'll be able to get some things done.
Marcus kind of puts you in the mind. I don't want anybody to drive anybody crazy here, but he kind of puts you in the mind style of play of a LeBron James. He kind of can put it on the floor and bully his way to the basket a little bit. So with that in mind, I always say LeBron is better when he has shooters around him. How much better do those shooters now make somebody like Marcus Watson, who now if you come with a double team and try to help, he can dish it out, and you have guys that can knock down that shot.
Well, that's the thing about him. As we shoot the basketball and open up the floor for driving lanes for Marcus. Marcus has the savvy to pass the basketball out to the open man. He's been doing a great job of that. But having those shooters gives the ability to have those driving lanes so he can get to the basket, because once he gets downhill, he's really, really hard to stop. And I think having a couple of shooters for Demetric Horton helped as well, because he started out in the Big South averaging 20-something points a game, and then people put an emphasis on him because he was our main shooter, and it was just somebody else is going to have to knock down a shot, and he got kind of caught in that. So now that we're having 3 or 4 shooters out on the floor at the same time gives him the freedom to be able to knock down the shot, because you can't concentrate on one guy.
Talking a little hoops here, man. Loving it with head coach Philip Shepard. Of course, if you got some comments, come on in. We had BJ Levette come watching us, and Daryl Cruz. Thank you guys. Grateful D, I love the name. Watching. So if you got some comments, questions for Coach, please let us know.
I appreciate
it. Yeah. Awesome time here. No question about it. Now let's talk a little bit about bigs a little bit. You mentioned Will Felton's out for the season. Harry Morris did not play on Monday, but man, Austin Johnson, man, he caught a couple off the rim, man. He's nasty. I mean, he heals a lot of wounds for you.
Yes, he does. I mean, his ability he's 6'9", has the ability to play the 4 to 5. I mean, he had a couple of great dunks Monday night, but I mean, he also had the ability to step out and knock down a 3. I mean, he's versatile. I mean, he can guard multiple positions. He's a big time threat for us. I mean, he was top 20 in the country in block shots last year, known as a defensive presence. But a lot of people don't realize his offensive game is pretty polished too. So as he keeps growing and getting better and confident in his offensive game, sky's the limit for him.
We're here with head coach Philip Shumpert, my man Troy Lamont Coleman. He wants me to ask you about Tyrese Elliott. Again, one of those young guards that can shoot the basketball and does a great job. And he's a freshman. He's coming in. He could help you over the next 4 years.
Yes, he can. I mean, Tyrese comes in, 6'2", 180. I mean, he's got confidence. He's tough. Can get to the rim anytime he gets ready, and improved his 3-point shot. He's going to be tremendous for us. I mean, he's one of those guards that can knock down the shot and get to the basket. He just continues to keep growing and maturing. He's going to be big time for us because he's fearless. He's fearless. I mean, he doesn't care who he steps out and plays against. He's going to strap up and give them all they got.
No question about it. Now the other guard, the backup point guard, Love Bettis, also has a junior college national championship with him. Another quick guy off the dribble, likes to shoot it too. Talk about him a little bit.
Yeah, he comes in as a big-time scorer, shot the ball really, really well at Coffeyville, won a national championship there. They have a tradition of great guards by love size, and when they move on to Division I level, they've all been successful, and he seems like he's following suit with the rest of the guys that came from Coffeyville. The thing I like about him, not only can he shoot the ball, but he is relentless picking up full court man-to-man. He does a really, really good job of that. He comes in with a great attitude every day. And just on and off the court has been tremendous for us.
And then you got some versatile guys on the roster. And I'm thinking about Kyle Duke, and I'm thinking about Jeremy Robinson, because Jeremy can kind of go in there and mix it up a little bit, but he can step outside as well. And then Kyle Duke can almost defend any position on the floor when you have him out there. So he's kind of more of a defensive weapon for you in terms of who he's able to guard. Talk about those two guys a little bit.
Yeah, just like you said with Kyle Duke, he has the ability to guard multiple positions. He plays extremely hard and he competes every day. And he does the little things that help you win basketball games. So he's a tremendous addition, to our team, as far as being able to, do those little things to help us win games. Jeremy Robinson was the lead. He was the leading 3-point shooter percentage-wise coming back, and he had some big games in the Big South tournament. Was able to show his versatility going inside and out. I mean, he's a threat on the block, and if he gets going from outside, he's hard to deal with. So, he keeps improving. With his versatility, he's going to be able to really, really help us too.
Questions are coming in hot and heavy now. I think people have realized we have the head men's basketball coach on the internet, so they are full questions, and everybody wants to know Duncan Powell, man. He was a mystery last year. I mean, he's such a mystery. Would he play? Will he not play? All of those kind of things. But we got a chance to see him on Monday, 8 rebounds. Pretty good showing for him. He can step out and hit the big-time shot too. So talk about Duncan Powell a little bit.
Duncan Powell Duncan Powell is a big time player, but he's not afraid to do the dirty work. He will go get rebounds. He will go get loose balls. He's going to defend. He plays hard. He brings it every day, and he's humble. He's humble. You would think a kid coming in, former ESPN top 100. He's humble and he's coachable, man. That's the thing I've enjoyed the most about him. He hadn't played in a year. And he hit the ground running, man. And I was happy to see his rebound in total. Well, he got 8 rebounds the other night. He just got to get, as he goes along, he's gonna score offensively. But the effort plays and the little things that he does right now is really, really gonna help us win basketball games.
Talked a little bit about excuse me. Talked a little bit about the some of the guys in the rotation, but you got some young guys. I'm thinking Chase McDuffie, some of those guys. Talk about how they kind of fit into the mix as your Ahmad Hamiltons, all those guys. Talk about how they're going to fit into the mix as the season progresses.
Well, I mean, Chase McDuffie is kind of like Cal in a sense. Plays extremely hard, glue guy, does all the little things. He's gonna be a factor for us. He set out almost a month and a half with an injury to his hand, so he's just not getting back up to speed and things of that nature. Once he gets up to speed on what we're doing, he's gonna play a big part of what we do too. Hamilton, has been a pleasant surprise. He's been a pleasant surprise, and I saw it last year. He brought it every single day. And now it's coming to light. It's coming to light. So, I'm pretty happy with him. He's a guy that can really, really drive the basketball. He's good in transition, can knock down a shot, and he does everything you ask him to do. He's a great teammate. And if he keeps going and doing what he's doing, he's gonna be a guy that you see out there on the floor.
Outstanding. So let's talk about the season a little bit. We got Iowa on Friday. Talk about them a little bit, what they present to you guys. Question came from Maurice Leary. And so talk about the challenges it is going up against a Big Ten foe like the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Well, that's a challenge. I mean, Iowa was one of the highest scoring teams in the country last year. Probably the highest scoring team in the Big Ten. They got size. They go 6'4", 6'7", 6'9". 6'9" and 6'9", so they got a big group that can shoot the basketball. They do a great job of moving the basketball, and they play up tempo. So for us, we gotta be able to stop them in transition, fan back out, get to those shooters, and keep those guys out of the paint. Offensively, I mean, one of the main things we have to do is not get caught in their tempo. we have to control the tempo of the basketball game the way we want to play it, and continue to run our stuff and get good shots. But they're a good team.
No question about it. You guys got quite a doozy in back-to-back games. Let's talk a little bit about the Colonial. We talked a little bit about it in the past, and you seem to think that the Big South kind of got you a little bit prepared for the Colonial, even though Colonial might be maybe just a step up in terms of understanding execution and discipline down the stretch. Is that what it's going to take to be successful in this league?
Absolutely, it's going to be discipline and execution at the end of every game. All these games. If you look at it, just like in the Big South, are close games in conference. So, like I said, the discipline and execution piece is going to be the most important thing in order for us to be successful in that league. That league is a really, really good league. Great guard play, good post players. It's going to come down. A lot of those games are going to come down to the wire, and whoever executes the best is going to win the basketball game.
Here with head coach Philip Shumpert. Shout out to Jacob Pritchard watching us here.
Hey, what's up, Jacob?
What's up, Jacob? Let's talk a little bit about some of the tougher teams in the league. Certainly, UNC Wilmington. I saw them the other night against Carolina. They look pretty big and versatile. Yeah. And they got big guys who are long, who can do a lot of different things. What type of play can we expect in the Colonial?
Well, just like you said with Wilmington, a 10-point game against North Carolina the other day. Length, athleticism, versatility. You look at Hofstra, they got the preseason player of the year in Estrada, 6'4" guard. They really get to the basket. But they also have size and length to go along with it. It's a ton of talent in that league. Townsend State has everybody returning. They got bigs, their shooters back. They're going to be really good. So it's a league. College of Charleston got Renee Smith back, who hit 90-something threes as a freshman last year. So you got really good guard play, but you got a good mixture of bigs to go with it. At the team, the teams are playing different tempos. It should be a heck of an experience our first year in the league. Going against these different teams. So it's just kind of like the Big South. It's all new to us. So we got to be able to make the adjustment pretty fast with the different teams we play. And it's different travel wise. We're going up north. Our first game is in Boston, Massachusetts. And then we go down to Long Island. So we got to make adjustments. All the way around, but we're preparing ourselves to be able to do that.
Yeah, the fellas get to see Fenway Park and all that stuff, man.
Yes, yeah. We go up to New York twice because we got Stony Brook up there as well.
Yeah, no question about it. Mm-hmm. Does your roster? I mean, it's got to be crazy to go to 3 different leagues in 3 years. So, do you have a roster of guys who were recruited for the MEAC? And a roster of guys who recruited for the Big South, and then a roster of guys you had to recruit for the Colonial. I mean, that has to just be a crazy thing to know that you were in 3 different leagues in 3 years. Yeah,
it's been an experience. Like I said, I've never been through it, and I don't think any of these guys have been through, 3 different leagues in 3 years. Like you said, we recruit, for certain, to be at a certain level, and then you bump up league, then you recruit again, then you bump up league. But I thought we did a good job of always trying to recruit level better than the league that we were in. We always had a goal of doing that, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that. So the guys that we have are capable of getting it done in the CAA. Like I said, it just all comes down to the discipline and execution piece, whether we're going to be successful or not.
All right, Coach, we're going to let you go on this one. We would like to play a little game called This or That, kind of get to know you a little bit. And so we're going to have a little fun with you here before we let you go back and watch some film here. Start with this one. Prefer a comedy or a drama?
Comedy, all day.
All day. The man likes to laugh. Love it. Flopping, is it good for the game or is it bad for the game?
Bad.
Okay. Netflix or Hulu? You look like a peacock.
I'm gonna go Netflix. Okay. Tight race though.
Blue cheese or ranch?
Used to be a blue cheese guy, ranch guy now. I'm a ranch guy.
Why the switch?
I really don't know. I really don't. When I was younger, I was doing blue cheese, and now I got a hold of everybody was doing ranch, so I started doing it, and then I just went from there. I just get asked for ranch every time.
Yeah. They say your taste buds change every 7 years, so
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's just kind of changing taste buds there. All right, here we go. Kobe or LeBron?
I'm going Kobe.
Oh. You and Coach Rob might be good friends there, man.
Yeah, I'm going Kobe with confidence. I ain't even got to think about that one.
All right. Is that a sentimental pick?
Nah, that's
your boy. Okay,
that's my boy. That's my guy now.
All right. Yeah. So MJ or LeBron?
MJ.
Okay. All right. Kobe or MJ?
I'm going MJ.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He's not that in love with Kobe. All right.
But hey, you gotta think he padded this game. I mean, he was a replica of MJ. He was an MJ replica.
Yeah, he was. That's right. Bus trip or airplane trip?
Airplane trip.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys like to just kind of, they're going through the airport can be hectic, but airplane trip sounds good. That sounds good. Red meat or fish?
Red meat.
Okay, all right. Steak kind of guy?
Yeah, steak.
Okay, all right.
Love steak.
Yeah. Art museum or history museum?
History. Love history.
All right.
Yeah.
History buff as the head men's basketball coach for North Carolina A&T. Like it. No question. Yeah. All right. Wine or beer?
We'll go beer.
Beer, man. Okay. Coffee or tea?
Beer. Tea.
All right.
Sweet tea, though. Sweet tea. Don't drink hot tea.
Sweet. He's from the South, folks. He's from the South.
I'm drink sweet tea every day.
I bet you won't find any much sweet tea in Iowa, though.
No, you're going to find too much of that. You're going to find that up here.
You're going to do tea without the sugar. There ain't no question about it. Yeah. Alabama or Georgia? I know you're a Southern guy.
I'm going to go
Georgia, okay. All right. Bulldogs look good. They beat Tennessee the other week, so they definitely know that. Smartphone or a tablet guy?
Smartphone.
Okay. All right. Do you like to cook or do you like to go out to eat?
I like to cook. I love to cook, actually.
Oh, okay. What's the meal? Because I want to be invited to dinner.
I can cook a variety of meals now. I after the season, I can throw down a little bit. I have to show you. I can throw down a little bit.
Okay. Do you pull out the grill?
Yep, pull out the grill, cook Southern meals. My great grandmother taught me all the recipes and things of that nature. So I've been cooking ever since I was young.
Oh wow! Mm-hmm. You ever cooked for the team?
No, not yet. Look forward to it though when I get the opportunity though.
Yeah, they might have to win a conference championship or something like that to get you.
Yeah, I cook anything they want me to cook. They do that.
Would you prefer to be rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Rich and unknown.
Okay. Humbleness. I see humbleness there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Last one here. Paper or plastic?
Plastic. I like plastic.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Joseph Level, PA guy, North Carolina A&T, can hold that A&T note longer than anybody in history. He wants to know what your favorite holiday is.
My favorite holiday is Christmas.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving guy myself, but Christmas is good. No question about it. All right. If there's nobody else has a question, I'm going to go with this one. Owe money or owe somebody a favor?
Owe somebody a favor.
Might be a little cheaper.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, we're going to let you go on that one. Thank you so much for joining us. I think you were very enjoyable. I think our fans really enjoyed hearing you and hearing from you. And so Maurice Leary said he loves you. He loves this guy.
Hey, Maurice, I appreciate it. Appreciate all y'all support. It's been, this transition has been really, really good, through all the the people at the school, the fans, and alumni. Yeah, I appreciate everybody's support, first and foremost. I'm really thankful for that.
No question about it. Aggie Pride all the way through. We're behind you 100%, man. And we wish you all the best. And we had a great time Monday night. I hope great crowd, too. The students came out and showed out.
They did.
So that was great as well. And you can catch all of our home games on Flow Sports this season. And so we're excited about being in the Colonial Athletic Association and thank our fans and hope to see you guys out there to support. And we got a fun team. I think we got a fun team, and let's see how we do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm Brian Holloway, your host. Philip Schumpert, thank you once again. And we'll see you guys next time. Of course, we probably won't have a show on Thanksgiving, but we'll have our next guest with you. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care, everyone.